Can this tool summarize a 14 email client nightmare, build a project scope, generate a presentation structure, and identify a client's real branding issue? Well, we're going to find out right now in today's video. So as you can already see, I'm not sat here using this tool for making final designs. For me, that isn't where AI currently is at, and it's not what I want to use it for. And so right here in Abacus AI, I've uploaded a standalone redacted client email I received on a past project. If you are truly serious about being a designer, you will now know the value of this prompt. I want Abacus AI to determine what the psychology and the personality type of my client actually is, and also what they want from me in their email. And as you can clearly see, the AI has gone above and beyond with a psychology profile, and it's actually picked up on nuances like how they don't want to just feel like a client. They've even given me their apparent personality type, which is pretty wild. But then down here, the best practices of how to interact with them. You should know how damn powerful this kind of information is to you as a graphic designer. How you talk and interact with clients and people can change everything. And yes, here is the redacted email. But let's give it another real life situation, and I'm sure this is something you've experienced. So you have a giant email thread and you want to find one specific bit of information. Well, again, I have a redacted file here, and I downloaded an entire client conversation from my email account. But for this, let's switch up to Claude, and let's give it the prompt of trying to locate the section where the client spoke about paying an invoice. And wow, it gave me the section, the time, and it quoted it as well. See, this is the kind of thing many designers are missing out on when it comes to AI. So far, Abacus AI is proving to be useful, but let's throw a long-winded client brief at it and ask it to determine goals, positioning of the brand's language, and more. This should be interesting. And wow, yeah, again, the results are very neat and laid out so well. And I like how I have the project goals right here. The brand language is even put into a table. I didn't ask for this, but hey, I'm not complaining. And by the way, don't just trust AI when it comes to things like briefs and information. You still need to proof everything and use your grey matter upstairs. But this is truly powerful stuff right here. And at the end, it has even given me what it deems to be the most crucial aspects of the entire brief. And of course, from here we can ask it many things about the brief and just expand on it further. But for today's video, let's move on to the second part of the test. Now I want to see just how capable this thing is when it comes to creating mockups and presentations. But here's the catch. I want to make sure the AI uses my logo design or my design and doesn't change it across different materials. Often with AI tools, I'm sure you know, logos will be skewed, changed, and just treated like trash when used across multiple different generations. And so here, I've uploaded the logo and a small presentation that I created, just to give it a feel for what the project is about. And so I gave the AI a 2-sentence background on the project and requested some high quality mockups for this logo. It didn't give me anything initially. Essentially, it wanted to know how many mockups, what their use is, what type of mockups I want, and this is of course all understandable. Giving deeper prompts and more information always seems to be the best way forward with things like this. And so let's just skip ahead in time. We have something quite surprising to see. Now, I did request brand new materials like this, and to my amazement, it has kept the logo the exact same throughout. No alterations, no weird funny stuff. And again, we could always take this further with prompts to edit and change aspects of the mockup, but for initial designs, these are pretty cool. It saves time and money searching for mockups online, that is for sure. But I want to use these mockups in a presentation, and yes, in the end, it did give me the 5 mockups I requested, not 3. But the presentation outcome took a long time, something like 15 minutes. And what it gave me was okay, I guess, but it's not something I would or could use. I could go into this with prompts to edit things like the black border around one of the mockups, for example, perhaps the layout and so forth. but I'm not sure if it would be faster than just making it myself. Prompting and regenerating does take a while and it can be annoying. So for this part of the test, the mockups were passable, especially with further prompting. But for me, the presentation side of things is best done manually, and I have a good PSD system for this anyway. But yeah, for me, something that is so important and so crucial to graphic design is gathering the correct information and knowing who your pixels are going to be thrust upon. And so the third part of this test, we want to know how efficient Abacus AI is when it comes to finding out these things. Studying brand competition identities, identifying visual patterns, gathering audience psychology, and summarizing design movements. And so we're heading back to the chat LLM, and I'm going to use Claude once more. I have the brief of the project here, and so let's ask it to determine those exact 4 points and see what we are graced with. The results took a while to load in, but once they did, I'm just going to say it right now, this was the most mind-blowing part of this entire test. Right here at the top, we have 5 competitors with their color schemes, brand voice, typography signals, and, well, just wow. It's just so neat. It's kind of scary good actually. This can be used in so many different ways. But moving down, we do have the data collected into nice pattern summaries. And of course, as a designer, you can choose to adhere to the industry norms or just pivot against it. And this information is great to decide that on. Audience psychology is next, and this is even presented with pure class. But then even further down, we have at the bottom, it goes into, detail on movement summary and suggestions for our brand. But then I saw this here, logo concept suggestions. Now, do I dare do the unthinkable? Do I ask AI to work on a logo? Okay, why not? Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. And after a little wait, thankfully, it seems that this AI cannot muster up concepts that remotely would work in the real world for logo design. But the value and the amazing results for research cannot be underestimated. This section, as a research tool, has blown my design socks off. It saves so much time and it gives such great insight as well. In summary, Abacus AI did better than I expected. And as you can see, for me personally, I would use this to save time, to gain direction, to give a different perspective perhaps. But I am the designer. I am the one with the skills, the experience, and directing things. And if you would like to try it for yourself, you can click the link in the description box below of today's video. And thanks to Abacus for sponsoring this video and for letting me look around with a no-biased, honest, straightforward opinion. But on the flip side, if you would like to learn something else about graphic design, just click a video on screen, and until next time, design your future today. Peace.